Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm in the Void World, so we can talk a little bit about making Minecraft videos. One of the guys on the Nemasauce server was asking about how do I go through the process of making these videos, and I figured, let's go ahead and do that. I'll talk about it now. So I do the editing of my videos using Microsoft Movie Maker. It's a free bit of software that comes with the Essentials pack, and there's a link in the download. There's a bunch of different programs you can install from that, but I just use the Movie Maker. Anyway, it's up and running. We have the viewing section over here with the nifty little mouse effects that I turned on in Bandicam, and here's where I drop in the video files that I've been working on, so let's just take a look at that intro you just saw. Just drop that in. Unlike most intros, the first take worked really nicely with that, and I didn't have a lot to trim off the first, so let's just play it real quick and verify. Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here. Yep, that works nicely. I do see that there's a big chunk of space at the end. You can tell by the audio there that it's missing, so I'll drag this over. And let's see where I can trim the end piece. I'll talk about it now. Yeah, about right there. So I'll go up to the split, chop that piece out, hit my delete key, that piece is gone, and we've got the intro you just saw. I will go ahead and change the video volume. Several people have said that the first couple of videos were pretty quiet, and so I bumped that up, and that helps it up. So let's now edit the next piece. So yeah, this is starting to seem a little bit like Inception, because I'm editing the video that I'm editing about how to do editing in a video. So anyway, here's the video piece that I just did. Dragging it in, you can see there's a big chunk of dead space in the beginning. So about, click this here, drag, about there. I'm going to go ahead and chop, edit, split, and select that piece, delete. Okay, so let's also increase the volume, and let's zip over to here and take a look at what we've got so far. Let's go ahead and do that. I'll talk about it now. So I do the editing of so a little bit of a difference there. I do like adding, when there's a big difference between there, a little bit of animation, and I use that one. So let's see now how, because it kind of blends those two together. Let's see how well it blends. Go ahead and do that. I'll talk about it now. So I do the editing of my video. Oh yeah, that works. Not too far apart, not overlapping talk, that works. Everything down here near the last, again there's a delay because I want to make sure there's enough time for me to trim and if I'm going to cut things together like this. So let's take a look at what we've got and see what it says. Oh, edit the next piece. Yes, pieced. That seems really lame, but funny, so we'll keep that in. We'll go to here and add a little caption. Lol. Oh, but we can't see that, so let's go ahead and change the color on this to black. Oh, no, come back here, you. I want to edit you. There we go. Lol. I need a quote, pieced. Alright, and that's way too. There we go. And that's about, we'll make it a short little thing of 1 second because it's silly. And let's make sure that the placement on that is good. So edit the next piece. Okay, it needs to move just a tiny smidge over about there. Quick check. Edit the next piece. Yep, good enough. Again, I'm going to go ahead and trim this about here, and we'll call this done and skip to the saving this video out. So I'm dragging in the next little video. That's what we just talked about. I need to increase the volume. Oop, there we go. And I want to blend these two. I think it might not look too fantastic split because the two scenes are very, very similar. So I don't know if I want to do the animation. We'll do a quick test and see. And let's pull this back and see how that looks. So edit the next piece. So yeah, this is starting to... Nah, I don't need the animation on that. So we'll remove it. It just really does no good because the two pieces are so very similar. You don't really see much of a swipe and change. So I'm going to just trim this a little bit more. You go away. And this here, I'll go ahead and trim a smidge more off of it so that we can lose a little piece there. Alright, let's triple check. Play this. Let's now edit the next piece. So yeah, this is... that's a good join, so we'll go with that. At this point, I should trim down here because we end up with some blank space at the end. Go out. Yeah. So let's trim this. And since I've already saved this as making movies, I can resave what I've done so far. The raw video files are still untouched. But if I'm ready to save this and post it out to YouTube, I can't save it as the Movie Maker file format. I've got to go ahead and save it in something that it understands. I typically use the Windows 7 as my settings for it. The display size is a nice widescreen of 1280 by 720. I could go a little bit higher. You know, my desktop is set to the 1920 by 1080, but I'll go with the Windows 7. Why not? If people scream and yell and complain about how grainy the pictures are, then I can change it, but nobody has so far, so I'm not. It's also faster, so that's always a good thing. At this point, I'm going to edit a closing piece on here and publish this and send it off. Thanks to Stockhult there at the Nemasauce server for giving me the bunch of questions about how do I make movies and edit them using the movie makers. I haven't talked anything at all about Bandicam. That is the video software that I use. In fact, let me just drag that onto the screen, and it may or may not show here as I'm doing it on the fly. This is the Bandicam software. I did pay for this, and I do suggest that you do the same. I had on the first couple videos a free copy, a free version of software out there that it was okay in capturing video, but it dropped a few frames every so often, and the sound would get out of sync from the audio, from the video, and I had to go through and trim that and do some funkiness to make that work right. And no, I much prefer this. It's a much better bit of software. It does cost, yes, but you're getting what you're paying for, so I suggest you do so. Anyway, this has been Grok the Duck Farmer. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.